Okay, let's start watching this game between Esipenko and Yakuboev. It's very important game because in the match, first game Esipenko won. So now to continue the match, Yakuboev is forced to win this game. And I remind you, if who wins this match advance to the candidates tournament and will have a chance to win championship world championship match. So it's very important game. Please push the like in advance, and I promise you that it will be really interesting video. In this game, Yakuboev played knight to f3. Why is this move? Because now preparation in chess looks in this way when if you play very aggressive variation and your opponent know everything, it's completely draw. So no chances to win a game. So he tried to make a different approach in this game and try to keep more pieces on the board and try to just to play chess and so on. So knight f3, d5, g3, knight to f6, bishop to g2, e6, very solid opening for black. Another castle, bishop e7, and c4. White chose English opening. Was possible to play d4, of course, and something like Catalan opening, but was possible to play something more aggressive. But in general, if black knows some theoretical lines, it's not a big danger here. So c5, castle, castle d3, c5, knight to e5. Very initiative move. Why? Because they try to interfere our development. Yeah, if we play something like knight to c6, they want to take on c6, b take on c6, and of course this position will be bad for for black. Sorry, because after e4, very important move. All ideas will be connected, white ideas will be connected to this black bishop on c8 because it's very bad piece, and somewhere if black do something strange like bishop to b7, queen to e2, then knight, queen to c7, e5, knight to d7, rook e1 or f4, doesn't matter, and somewhere our idea to play knight d2, knight f3, and this bishop will be stuck on b7 without any active game in the position. So it means that a knight on c6 can't be a good move. So knight d7 was possible. Maybe main idea was to play f4 here, but I think it's a bad idea. Maybe even take and e4, but it looks good for for black too. Maybe this is a complicated position, but in general good for black too. Okay, so knight d7 was possible too, but a6. Interesting move. Somewhere they want to play b5 and just to capture more space on the queen side. And one more idea that our queen somewhere want to play to go to c7 and attack the knight on e5. So somewhere we want to protect it from the knight somewhere on b5. It helps too. So queen to b3. Somewhere they want to attack d5 square one more time. Bishop d6, we want to remove this knight, of course. Knight in the center of the board, it's an annoying thing for us. f4, queen to c7. And Esipenko sacrifice a pawn here. C take on d5, e take on d5, bishop take on d5, knight take on d5, and queen take on d5. So now, please try to find how to continue the game here. Because, yeah, we sacrificed the pawn and we must understand how to continue the game, how to prove that our position can be normal even without a pawn. So think a little bit here. It's very important position. 1, 2, 3. Okay, in this position, the best move is b5. Why? Because of course we have advantage of two bishops and very big quantity of weak squares on the king side, nearby to the king. So this bishop will be really, really annoying for our opponent. So we must to activate it, and it will be annoying immediately. So b5, it's very good. Bishop h3 was possible too, because here it's close to the king, but on b7 it looks much better. So b5, and what is the idea if we take on a8? We can just play bishop b7, queen a7, knight to c6. Of course, he is forced to take because we want to take the queen immediately, so he must take it. Queen take on c6. Now we want to mate the opponent, so he must play e4. And here not rook a8 because he can take there, and he will have queen for two rooks. So no, bishop to b8. He want to take and trade it for the bishop. And of course, this position will be absolutely winning for black. So let's come back. In the game, of course, Yakuboev calculated everything and didn't go to this direction. But in general, this position is completely bad for white. Yeah, because especially this move destruct the whole position. We will see a little bit later how it was. b5, knight to f3. He opened fifth rank to escape with the queen. Bishop b7, queen f5, knight to d7, e4. Of course, they make this restriction for our bishop, but of course we must remove it. c4. We just try to destruct everything in the center. Bishop e3, knight to c5, and e5. In this position was possible to play bishop c5, and d4. But now you can try to think again and how to continue the game in this position. Very interesting move here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, in this position, the best move is to take on d4. And if our opponent take the bishop, we can play queen to b6, pin this knight on d4, rook to d1, rook to d8, queen to e5, and rook to e8. Now, impossible to protect this knight one more time, and white will lose it. So after take, or not, no, of course, if we take, we can see that everything in black's position is completely different than in white's position, because now we have all active pieces, black has all passive pieces, and we will take everything and everywhere, and position is winning. So it means that d4 was impossible, so e5. Yakuboev played in the game. Bishop e7. We just go back with our bishop to protect it. D take on c5. D take on c4. B take on c4. Knight to d2. Knight to d3. h4. Okay, it looks very aggressive because maybe you think that he want to do something like h5, h6, but no. Main idea here to have one more square on h7 to leave this two diagonals, because these two diagonals, because it's very annoying to stay under this pressure. So main idea for black is to play bishop c5 and to trade these two b's, and this bishop on e3, it's like a piece who connect everything in the position, yeah, to protect everything. So we must exchange it, and it will be very, very bad for white. So rook d8. One more developing move, just nothing interesting. Yeah, rook to b1 to protect this pawn, because of course somewhere was idea to take just on b2 and push this pawn, so it looks bad too for white. So they try to protect everything. But bishop c5, bishop take on c5, queen take on c5, king to h2, and queen e3. So it's a very aggressive and plain move, solid move, because this queen on e3 just interfere to do everything in the position, to move with these two knights, to do something on second rank, because it attacks this two square and even can attack the king. So very annoying, and you can see that this coordination between these pieces, like bishop, like queen, and the knight, is completely crazy, yeah, because all active possibilities connected to these three pieces. Okay, g4. This is like the last move in the game, because g4 is too aggressive. Yeah, it's even opens the king a little bit more, and of course Yakuboev understood even before this move that position is completely lost, and he just wanted to finish it faster. Okay, after g4, please think a little bit one more time and try to find the best way how to finish this game, because now position is completely lost. And exist a lot of different possibilities how to do that, but in the game, Esipenko found maybe the most interesting, the most aggressive, and the fastest way how to win this game. Okay, so try to find it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, in the game, Esipenko played knight to c1. Very great move, because after this move, we just want to take on d2. These two knights try to to save this position, but of course we will sacrifice our rook for them, and it will be lost. So rook take on c1, rook take on d2. We can take here because we can win even with queen e2, not take this knight. And after this move, queen g2 mate. So, and if our opponent play king to g3 like it was in the game, we can play queen e2, and again, impossible to save this position, because the idea is to play queen to g2 mate, and if we play something like h5 to open one more square for our king, but it helps, but not for a long time, yeah, because we can just take the knight and one extra knight and bad king. Maybe two moves later, white will lose it. So Yakuboev resigned, and we have one more new candidate, um, Andrei Esipenko, who won this game. So thank you for watching this game, and see you on the next video.